Hello, this is Teresa, and today I am doing this December, Day 5, Salvaged Birds. So just as I was getting started, I noticed that there was an extremely annoying sound going on outside, so hopefully it will discontinue and not be a distraction. Okay, looks like the technology is working, so let's go ahead and get started. Today is day 5 and the prompt is Salvaged Birds. Here's Effie. Let's put him over here to the side and he can watch. Never done anything silly like this before, so someday hopefully this kind of play will make me a better grandma. So this is our prompt list, Salvaged Birds, and I just have a little journaling behind that. I am using this journal for my journaling because if you watch my videos, I've said in past videos that one of my goals is to try to write in my journals more. Now the other journal that I'm doing synonymously, because it's another challenge, is this one for the December Daily Advent 2023, but this one is going to be an idea book, and it is being Christmas. Okay, so let's see where we at. We're right here. I have my writing board to mark my place, and day 4 was a break. No, actually day 4 was this, but I had it on day 3. I'm so confused. Yep, day 4 was a butterfly and torn things, but I accidentally put it on day 3. Oh well. Okay, so day 3 was supposed to be a break, but I did butterfly and torn things, and then day 4 was supposed to be, so it's just turn around. Okay, now what I wanted to do first, oh my gosh, where'd it go? Here it is I just got some white gesso. I've used clear gesso before, and I'll bet you there's a little stopper in here. Yep, there is. I've used clear before, and I'm just not very well versed at using gesso, and so I wanted to try white, and this is not easy to get off of here. Here we go, maybe this one will. So this is my what do they call it, my disclaimer that I don't know what I'm doing, and there's that terrible pounding noise again. Ugh, this is really hard to get off. My husband would have had it off by now. Man, am I making a mess just trying to get this foil off. Wow. Oh, there we go. Done. I did it. Now clean up on aisle 3 and have white nails. Okay. Now, I was thinking about doing it directly in my book. Here's my, oh, tummy ache because I haven't eaten. Okay, these are my feathers, because Salvaged Birds is about like collecting things from birds, salvaging things from birds, like feathers that they've dropped, or maybe a bird's nest, or something like that. So I'm going to start with these feathers, and then I'm going to just do a little mixed media, baby. Use the feathers and then leave it be until I can collect some more bird things. Oh, I just remembered, I do have a little bit more bird stuff. I mean, I'm sure I've got more than this one area. Oh, I hope I don't spill that gesso. Birds. Excuse me. I don't think I have any die cuts with birds, but what I'd really like is to have some tree limbs. That's what I'd really like, because that would be good for salvaged birds, in my opinion. So let's look here real quick to see if, I'm so scared I'm going to dump that. If we have any tree limbs. We have frames, we have a rabbit, we have leaves, dandelions, leaves, and flowers and banners and a little tab and no tree limbs. Okay, so struck out there. I might use a frame though. I might just use a frame. Okay. Then we got birds, so I could put a bird down. And here's a bird on a branch. So do I want this bird or this bird? And on this page we have a belly band. So we will do a tag. I'm going to use that one. So we will make a tag with the bird, and then it will set up like about like this, and then we'll just have these feathers that I made. They're sticking together. Feather there maybe, and a feather there maybe. And then the tag will go in like that. Okay, so what do we have to make a tag? I'm thinking, I was doing some funky stuff with this. Maybe I better not use this. Okay, so what I can do is I can take some of this designer series paper and use that for a base. Here's some old book page, maybe I might need that. And get my trimmer. So we're going to go, let's see. We're going to go about to here for height. And then we're going to go about here for width. Oops. Went crooked. There we go. Now the base is ready. So let's take some of this gesso, what I have to pour it in. Nothing at the moment, so I'm just going to take a brush. I want to use for a brush. I don't do a very good job of washing my brushes out. Will that fit in there? No. Well. How about this one? No, it won't. Okay, plan B. Better put it down before I spill it. Okay, that should be plenty. Need something underneath this. Hey, like I said, I haven't done this before. I've watched it on YouTube, but this is a new experience for me. Okay, so let's see if this will dry with the heat done. I've not tried that before. That appears to be dry. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to close this up before I spill it. Move that out of my way. Need the embossing machine. Embossing folders. And we're going to do this one. I didn't label this one. I don't know what it is. Actually, I want to do this one with the letters. Sorry, I'm making the camera my iPhone jump around. Still a little wet. Now let's take some spray, if I have any. Well, looks like they're all empty pretty much. I need to make some new. This is champagne, it might work. The others are empty. I need to get some alcohol, the 99%. Yeah. Not really enough in there to do anything. So, we'll let that dry. I thought I had another one with some more alcohol in it. Let me smell this one. I don't know if this is water or alcohol. It smells like water. Teeny tiny bit in there. Let's get some of the Vegas gold. This is all-purpose ink. Oh, it's bright copper. I don't know why I was thinking this was Vegas gold. It says copper right on there. There's hardly any alcohol in there, so I have to try and just do a little drop. Well, looks like I need to order some more of this. What happens if I do this? And where's the other one? I'm going to put the champagne in there. There's a little tiny bit of alcohol in that one. Yep, that's alcohol. Whoa. I'm just playing. Learn from my mistakes. I just don't know if it'll be too thick to spray. Hold still, hand. Appears to be too thick to spray. So we're going to make a last ditch effort. And just put some water in there. See if I can do this without spilling it all over. Probably not. See, the tremors are like a nerve is what I've deducted. It's like part of the nervous, I think it's part of the nervous system and part of my neurology. And so yes, I've talked to a doctor about it, but I mean, her only answer was to take some, not necessarily an antipsychotic, but something that people who are depressed would take. I told her, I said, I'm not depressed. What happens if I take this? Is it going to make me depressed? But I think one of the side effects of the pills is to make you sleepy. And I just, you know, couldn't get over the fact that she wanted to prescribe me a pill for an ailment that I didn't have. And I did try it for a little bit, and I really didn't notice any difference. And I just said, no, this isn't for me. So then I tried, well, sometimes if you massage that area, that helps. But, you know, that's time consuming. And who wants to massage their wrist all the time? What else have I tried? Oil. I think there was an oil that I tried. I'm going to blot this to try and encourage it to dry faster. Now, I know that there are some Tim Holtz Distress sprays that do that. They're called, I think they're called mica sprays or something. And I was looking at them last night on Amazon, and I said to myself, wait a minute, my inks that I have that I put in alcohol does the same thing. So one is Vegas gold and it's metallic. This one is copper and it's metallic. I'm pretty sure there's a silver one. So I was like, well, why don't I just use what I've got? I can't really see the embossing, so that was kind of a failed attempt. But the gesso, I'm very happy with what the gesso did, because it covers up the scrap paper, the DSP Designer Series paper, which is by Stampin Up. I have a lot of old Stampin Up stuff that I use. So that's a win-win. And I'm just going to hit this with the heat gun a little bit to make sure it's dry. I'm going to grab an alcohol marker. This is light basic black. Get those splatters on there from that. Okay, that's what I wanted. There we go. Now I want to cover up the back of this with some paper. A sequin or something like that on my glue stick. Makes it look very decorative. Decorative, see, glue stick for Christmas. I'm not going to try and take it off because it's decorative. Ooh, got glue on me. Now there's that. Now I need a little bit more of something. Where's my scraps? This is my 1600s Italian warm eaten paper. And then how about a little bit of, what color is my bird? Where'd my bird go? Ooh, I lost my bird. Okay, my bird is brown. Gray. So maybe a little bit of this with a good, yeah, I like that. I just finished reconciling a bank account, so now I can use the other side of the paper for this kind of thing. So I get 2 uses out of my copy paper. Now trim this off. And I've been going back and forth as to which is going to be the front and which is going to be the back. I back to this is going to be the front. Oh no, something's not dry there. Let's finish cutting this out so I can finish deciding. Use my bumblebee scissors for the fussy cutting. I wonder if they're breaking up a concrete patio. That's what it sounds like. Maybe they're breaking it up and they're gonna replace it. Good timing for me to start a video right when maintenance is doing something like that. a water line got broken earlier. So I wonder if that's how that happened. Fortunately, they fixed it very quickly. This is why I don't like the fussy cut. Sometimes I even have to put it down to stabilize it, and then I just make some little cuts to get some of that bigger stuff out. And I have to be real careful. But I think it's good for people to see what accommodations I have to create for myself, so that my I'll use the word disability for lack of another idea of what word to use at the moment. And you know, labels don't bother me. I don't like using them for children, and I also don't like using drugs on children so that they can get over things that are causing them problems, and putting labels on them like ADD and things like that. But that's my opinion. And but I don't mind using a label for me because I'm very confident in myself and my abilities. And this little thing has been with me for a long time. Not to this degree. It gets worse as you age for most of us. But my son is sometimes more shaky than I am right now. But I think extra things like having not eaten or having drunk coffee. I don't know how, I've never really noticed how alcohol affects it, but you know, when I drink, I don't get drunk or anything. So, I mean, sometimes beer will help my back more than it will. That I noticed on my hands, but I never really paid attention. In fact, I never even thought about it till talking about it right now. So, now that we've got this cut out, oh yeah, the next thing I wanted to do real fast, oh, there's gesso on the edge here, it feels like, is I want to take my marker but anyways, I think it's good for people to see this sort of thing, for those people who don't have these kind of problems, and also for the people that do have this sort of problem. And gee whiz, not be afraid to talk about it, for one thing. I've seen a couple YouTubers that have scenarios in their life that could be termed as a disability, and being I'm not naming them, I'm not going to be afraid to use that word, so I won't have the chance of offending anybody in case they're sensitive to certain labels. But anyways, the one does talk about hers frequently. I mean, she lets people know, hey, I've got this and this, and she makes fun of it like I do sometimes. Like when I yell at my hand to hold still. It's not going to listen to me, but it helps relieve the frustration a little bit. Anyways, this is just covering up that white because I don't like the white paper. This is the Sahara Sand Stampin' Up marker, and I just love it for doing this. I'm very happy with the neutral color for doing this sort of thing. Rachel with Roxy's Creation uses a Tombow marker, I think, to do something like this. And I was watching her video and I was like, oh man, you know, maybe I'm gonna have to get one of those because means I can't get real close due to my shakiness, i.e. tremors. I have to leave a bigger border sometimes not. I just didn't feel like I could do a good job, and plus when I do get closer I go really slow and I wanted to go faster. So anyways, I was thinking that through in my head, and then I remembered that I have these markers and I thought I will try this, and I've been very happy with it since I tried it. So this is an encouragement to think about what you've got in your supplies from past days or that you're using for something else like card making. You can probably use it for your junk journaling as well. Okay, that looks much better. Let's get rid of this paper. Let's see, we're on 38, almost 39 minutes. So I'm gonna try and speed this up. This is basically my lunch break and I have to get back to work. I think that looks very nice together. Okay, so I'm gonna commit to that, and let's go back to my page, Effie Fill. So I decided not to use the frame, but it was there on standby in case I wanted to use it. So now I've got to keep in mind about the feathers. Okay. I think I'm going to trim this off just a little bit. You know, it will help if I just glue it down. Well, at least the chickens are quiet right now. They're not around being noisy. Gonna rip. Go. Let go. fingers are sticking, the glue stick is sticking. Okay, so here's the bird part, and here is the salvaged bird part, which is, I'm still thinking that's going to go on my page and not on my tag. Ugh. Let's do something fun with this. No. Okay. Now, I'm not going to ink the antique paper. Not very much. I really just want to knock the white off. And now it would look good to have quite a bit here. Okay, and so now I'm going to experiment with how it is to write on this gesso, because I haven't done that before. So first I'll try my ink pen, and our prompt is Salvaged Birds, so I'm just going to write that down here. That gesso is still a little tacky, but that writes on very nice, so I could do my journaling behind here. I like that. Okay, so I could put one of my feathers on there. Let's see. So the tag is going to go right here. I don't know where that came from. That's kind of cool. Let's see. So one could actually go right there. Or do I want them both on there? Or the other one? Yeah, I think they would fare better if I put them on the belly band. So that's what I'm going to do. You know how some folks use some gold type wax is what they usually call it? I have, I think I used the Vegas gold for that. That's how I got the gold gilding on these leaves. Nope. Nope. Okay, that works. So, do I have a little something? To use for here. It's awfully thick. With this collaboration, I have been doing things on video that I don't usually do because I'm sure that for some people it's painful to watch me do this. Like my husband, if he was standing here watching me, I could see by his body language that he'd just be going, let me help you, let me do it for you. And I'm like, no, I have to do it because if I stop using my hands as often as I normally would use them, then they would get worse. So this actually is like therapy. Same thing for, you know, I get, what is that called? When you get that pain in your, like your thigh area, and you have to massage it. I don't remember what it's called. I started talking because I thought I was going to remember the word, and I hate it when I do that. And then I'm just like, what was that word I was trying to come up with? Anyways, I have to, you know, move my shoulders because they get stiff from having frozen shoulder in both shoulders. Move my legs. What? I was watching a video the other day, and it was a yoga video, and the gal was saying, motion is lotion. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. I'm not a big yoga fan, but I am experimenting with like some chair yoga, being I'm in my chair all the time for bookkeeping. But yep, I'm very happy with how all of this turned out. It's very cute. Now I'm gonna take the picture for the thumbnail because I'm terrible at doing thumbnails. Okay, where is my camera? Oops, get my finger out of the way. There we go. Okay, well, thank you for spending time with me today. And please remember that I always appreciate it so much when you take a moment to hit that like button if there was something that you liked or something that you were inspired by. And also, you could hit the dislike if you weren't inspired or you didn't like anything. And if you were to comment, if you're not a subscriber, I appreciate it when you subscribe. You can say bye to Effie now. Effie, say bye. And we look forward to seeing you in the next December Ember. Always have to have 2 tries to say that word. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.